Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the channel, as it is I, the notorious Kingdom Goat. So we are back on the channel, and I know it has been a minute since I've done a UFC review, but we have returned for UFC 293, which, is looking like a pretty good show, with a good main event and a good co-main event. And this is the first co-main event. But what I have been hearing is this. UFC 5 has officially debuted for those who know or those who do not know. UFC 5 will be coming out soon, I think later this year, probably by the end of the year, and to be honest, from what I've seen, it's looking pretty good, pretty fun to play, and from what I heard, these are the new updates that I've been hearing about UFC 5. Let me look at it real quick. Give me a minute. Yes, so UFC 5 will have authentic damage, cuts, bruising, swelling, based on the damage you inflict, and including 64,000 possible combinations of facial damage that is rendered into more detail than ever before, realistically affecting characters' abilities. So the cuts are looking to be more real, more accurate, more realistic. Doctor checks and stoppages. Authentic damage comes with authentic results. If the player sustains a significant injury, like a broken nose or swollen eye, the ref can now step in, pause the action, and get the ringside doctor to inspect the damage, which it could be that bad, which that is what I love, the realism of these fights and how serious that fighter's condition could be. New strikes and hits, reactions, so we're gonna get new ground and pound elbows, spinning attacks, several animations of strikes, knees, or punches, whatever. But yeah, I'm very excited for this UFC 5, and I have been also hearing this also, that they are going to doing official reviews, which means we can now react lively to the live events of in real life UFC. But anyway, the first match that we have on this UFC 293, Tai Tuivasa, hopefully I said it right, and Alexander Volkov. So this is going to be a very interesting fight. I think I've seen Alex fight before. Very tall, has potential for sure. Yeah, and Tai, has grown very popular. Mr. Shui himself. We will see if he gets another Shui or another loss. Because I believe the last time he competed, he lost to Derek Lewis in an impressive fight. But I believe by the second round, he got knocked out very early in that second round. But this could be a rebound or another setback. With Volkov, I believe he also won the last time I saw him though. So I definitely think Tai will definitely need the advantage more than ever going into this fight. So, and then the main event, Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. That's going to be a good one, but we will wait until we get to this one though. But so far, have I liked UFC 4? Yes. I've tried to compete in the leagues of UFC 4. Definitely difficult, very competitive, of course. It's all about skill in this for sure. I tried to compete in some, but I just couldn't do it because I'm into the wrestling leagues and all that. But I feel like slowly my time in the wrestling community might come to an end sooner or later, either by the next game or this game. At this point, honestly, I'm just getting tired of going back and forth with people. Have no lives or just honestly, it gets tiring every once in a while though. But I'm still committed to doing wrestling. But I'll probably be doing more. Excuse me, I'm having a little sick with COVID. But if I'm going to do more, I'm probably gonna do commentary or honestly do real life reviews, because I definitely want to start to do that. I want to start to do real life reviews on the WWE shows and pay-per-views for sure. I would like to do some for AEW though too when I can though, but I feel like that we need the whole roster to fully do that. But hopefully AEW's updates will come sooner or later. But man, this is what we're gonna get. Look at this back and forth. Again, this is like 3 rounds, I believe. Oh my god! Back and forth. Yeah, goodness. This is just crazy as it is. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be very, and like I said, a very interesting fight for sure. Oh, nice kick. What else am I looking forward to? Yeah, so I've had COVID lately. Some people can tell. Excuse me. Yeah, some people can tell I just been coughing non-stop. I'm still getting over it. I feel I don't have it. Maybe I still do, but it's not as worse as it was weeks ago, where I not only was I coughing non-stop, my body was just so much in pain. It felt like it was aching sometimes. But yeah, it was also my birthday not too long ago, so 21, pretty big age. I feel old already, but hopefully there will be more birthdays to come. My goodness. I also been hearing, I also saw, I'm going to look at the press conference tomorrow, but I did see that the press conference officially for Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury will come out. It is out already. The press conference was just released, and boy, when I tell you, I have been looking forward to this fight for a very long time, since they were even planning it, since even before it was announced. Honestly, I feel bad for Francis's, deal with the UFC. This is just bad business on both parts, especially Dana White still too. There is no perfect owner, of course. The owner sometimes makes mistakes, and sometimes the fighter also makes mistakes. But honestly, this was just a bad exchange between these two, and right now I believe he's in PFL. I believe that's a new mixed martial arts league or whatever, boxing maybe, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what PFL officially is. I gotta fully look that up. But yeah, I'm excited that Francis is back. I've turned to a very, very big fan of his lately. Coming into the UFC, his fight has just been impressive, and he's shown why he could be the next big man in the world, honestly though. But here's another big man, Tyson Fury, the man who has dominated the heavyweight division since the beginning. Still undefeated though, and has honestly been one of the main carriers of boxing lately that I've been very interested in. His fight with Deontay Wilder is proven to be one of the best rivalries in boxing, and I repeat, best rivalries in boxing in a very, very long time. Oh my god, that knockdown. Yeah, probably one of the best fights in rivalries in boxing in a very long time. Both fights between him and Deontay. No, trilogy of his fights with Deontay Wilder has just been phenomenal. But at the end of the day, Tyson Fury proved that he's the number one guy in boxing, while Deontay Wilder is slightly number 2. And even though Deontay Wilder didn't officially want to give him his handshake after that, which I was a little disappointed in, come on, Deontay, he knocked you out clean. But I'm glad that, they're on good terms. So at the end of the day, I respect Deontay Wilder despite that. The past is the past. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see what he will be doing, which I've been hearing that he might be fighting Anthony Joshua. So probably, hopefully, the one of that might refight Tyson sooner or later, which, to be honest, I haven't really seen much, what makes Anthony Joshua good lately, because he's been losing a lot to Usyk or Alexander Usyk, whoever, he is, that he's another promising heavyweight as well. What I've been hearing, he did beat Joshua twice already by decision. Oh my goodness. Man, this has just been a fight so far. Oh my goodness. This has just already been a fight. Oh. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to all these fights being announced. I did also see the Ryan Garcia fight, and oh my god, that has to be it. I've also been, so I did see the Tank and Ryan Garcia fight. Great fight for sure. Definitely lived up to the hype 100%. But honestly, I was You know, I felt that there was some points where Tank was very lucky to survive, or like, you know, he was just dodging Ryan Garcia most of the time. But honestly, though, I can't say that the hydration clause wasn't an excuse, because I feel like Ryan did a good job. But honestly, Tank did catch him, and I will admit that for sure. Which I definitely hope that there will be a rematch clause either way, either with or without the hydration clause. Maybe without him could be better, but we'll see. Yeah, so could this match go to the last round between Ty and Alexander? Yeah, but if I'm gonna expect a big monster heavyweight fight like this, just give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Which hopefully, I would like to have the boxing game come out on PlayStation. Where has that been? PC has been getting it, but where have we? Why can't we get it? See, I don't understand this. Over here is round 3. Because I would like to discuss more boxing, but hopefully we might do a review on Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Hopefully we'll do it on UFC 4 or 5 whenever UFC 5 comes out, which should be soon, but I think UFC 4 will still be around for a bit before UFC 5 officially launches. Well, yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting fight. This is going to be a battle of who is the best heavyweight in the world, which Mike Tyson will be training Francis Ngannou for sure, which, you know, he's giving him tips and everything, which I definitely want to watch the interview for sure. Just because, you know, I like Francis Ngannou. I like to, you know, see where his mindset is coming from. Africa, oh my goodness, Ty knocked him out. Will Shui, oh, here's the prediction, will Shui get his rebound win against Alexander in the knockout of the 3rd round? My goodness, what a fight this was, though. What a big right hook. What a big right hook. Damn. Brutal. A brutal knockout, which I've been trying to catch up in the UFC Contender Series, though. That is something I need to catch up on. I did catch up on The Ultimate Fighter. I didn't fully finish watching the finals, because I feel like after the finals are announced, I feel like it doesn't matter anymore. I feel like they should do it on the show instead of at the UFC show, but I do get why they do it, because, you know, to showcase the talent, of course, which is very understandable. You want to show it in a big, you know, arena or a big advantage, like, you know, your big show. But yeah, I totally understand and everything. Which, you know, I've also been, you know, catching up a little bit of hot boxing with Mike Tyson. And honestly, Mike Tyson has done a lot in his career. From what I've, you know, analyzed and seen from him, you know, he's a legend at the end of the day. He's the biggest, so definitely one of the biggest celebrities in the world for sure. You know, and especially, you know, what he's done for sports in general, especially boxing. You know, he was definitely ahead of his time for sure. You know, he's probably one of the most baddest and dominant champions in the 80s and 90s, man. Just unbelievable, you know, what he's done, and very humble he is, which is definitely why I think Mike Tyson is a legend at the end of the day, you know. I still would love to see him fight, though, low-key, despite his age and everything. Championship fights. Yep, championship fights. Anyway, let us go to middleweight. Champion attire. Alright, let's find Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland. Bisping? No. That's Tom Cruise? No. Where is Sean Strickland? There he is, Sean Strickland. Israel Adesanya defends his UFC middleweight heavyweight championship of the world versus Sean Strickland. This is going to be a match. Who succeeds? Will it be the most dominant champion? Probably the most dominant middleweight champion ever. Definitely one of the most popular ones, especially after his rebound win against Alex Pereira. Which definitely, I'm sure for people that don't know or do know, I definitely believe that match was a fluke. I didn't really think that Israel really lost that fight because he was still moving despite, him being punched a lot though. I definitely think he was rocked. Don't get me wrong, I think he was rocked. But finished? No. But in this fight, in his rematch fight against Alex, he finished him. He finished him, and he probably did one of the most dominant and probably the most savage taunts probably I've seen in a knockout in UFC or in general ever. Which, right now I still believe, in my opinion, UFC is the top fighting network at this point, right? For right now. But boxing, as much as, I grew up first watching boxing. But, I watched a little bit of UFC. I played UFC when I was younger, though, but I didn't really fully develop into the sport until, this age or a few years ago. But, of course, I know UFC history, most of it anyway. What, the legends have done for the community and the sport in general, for UFC in general. And, I've been a UFC fan ever since. But Israel Adesanya has shown that he is a generational talent in UFC and in mixed martial arts for sure. Definitely the most dominant champion, definitely in UFC, other than guys like John Jones, Conor McGregor. Some people say Khabib. I agree but disagree. But yeah, honestly, to me, I think the Khabib was only relevant, honestly, when he fought Conor McGregor. Sorry to say it. I don't really diss grappling, but it's just, you gotta be entertaining, though, to the grappling, though. You can't just be all just grappling, and that's it. Rarely any punches in there, which is what he did. Rarely any punches, just straight up grappling. But, at this point, yeah. Anyway, here's the main event for the middleweight championship.
Twenty-six wins, 5 losses. He's at 60 points tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Sean Strickland.
I haven't seen the Sean Strickland match in a while. I believe that he did knock out his last opponent. But, as we already know, Israel's last match was against Alex Pereira, which, funny thing, Alex Pereira did win by decision against, and it wasn't Stipe, I think. But, funny thing, Stipe will be challenging John Jones for the heavyweight championship of the world. I believe this is the first time they're fighting, which is going to be very interesting, that match, because honestly, I definitely think that Stipe is a big threat to John Jones' reign as world champion, or his streak in general in UFC, though. Which I'm looking forward to that fight too. But see what we got. Oh, John Strickland said no. I definitely think in this match, Israel needs to rely on his unique style, not just his boxing, because I think his boxing is good, his jabs are good, but from what it looks like Stipe, Strickland is mostly a boxer, a fighter, a brawler, which could be good, which could be, reckless, but could be unexpected too at the same time. But again, for the middleweight title, let's see what happens. But I feel like he could be a grappler too. for what I've seen. Not too much of a grappler, but I think he could be a good grappler, which could put Israel at a little disadvantage. But from what I've seen with Israel's grappling, it's just so his grapple defense is just so good. And so, it's rare that he ever gets taken down much. So, I think Israel might be fine with the grapple. I think all that needs to be careful for is Strickland's wild punches, I would say. That's really the big thing for him. But I definitely think, the kicks advantage will definitely go to Israel for sure. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh! What a strike. Nice 1-2. But, I'm very excited for UFC 5. I wonder what the grapple system, and I definitely think the submission system. To be honest, I've had, mixed reactions with the systems. I would definitely love to be more, try to learn, or at least be a better, defense and offense regarding the grappling. And submissions are fine, decent. But, dang. Yeah, but regarding the grapple system, I feel like they should use a better method, because I feel like sometimes it could get a little tricky, especially if, how, what am I looking for? How they, are able to reverse and not reverse, at the same time. Plus, you can't use your stamina or your health too much, or else it'll be a disadvantage. And then you will get easily grappled more easier. Oh my goodness, already the first round? Almost the end of the first round. We already got first stunned by Israel. 15 seconds to the first round. Grapple down. And it looks like Strickland looked like he won this round. Won this first round. But this is going to be a really interesting fight for sure, though. And I definitely think for sure Strickland is the underdog going into this fight. Which, I'm sure he's probably used to being the underdog, though. But who do I think, in my personal opinion, wins? I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I feel like Israel might win. It's not that I honestly don't see no one beating him. He's beaten mostly everyone in the division. What is there for him to do? Honestly, I feel like he should go back into the light heavyweight division, because, oh my goodness, another knockdown already. I feel like, he's beaten everyone in the middleweight division. What is there left to do? So, I think that he should give it Israel another chance, even though he only had one light heavyweight match, which was against Stipe, I believe. Oh my god. Yeah, which was against Stipe, which he did lose. I will admit, he lost, because I felt like he was outboxed most of that match. And it was a little difficult regarding the grappling, but mostly he was outboxed most of that match. But I think he should really give it another chance. I think he should really give it another chance, and I feel like he could be a really good fit to that division for sure. Because at the end of the day, what else is there to do? Let him be the first to become be one of the main few to become a double champion. I'm surprised John Jones really didn't become a double champion, or try to attempt to become a double champion, but I understand why he left the light heavyweight division. He wants to show he is the baddest heavyweight champion in the world, and for years, he has. He has proven to be, even though I would have liked the match between him and Francis. Unfortunately, Francis' circumstances, made him leave UFC. Do I see them possibly doing something about it? I hope. I can only hope. But really, no. I don't see any of that happening at all. With Francis being a part of PFL and with UFC still, not liking the situation between him and Dana. But I feel like this match could go anywhere. Honestly, this is an underdog versus champion situation. I'm a little upset though about Conor McGregor. I'm not upset at Conor McGregor. It's just there is some. I think he had failed a drug test or whatever or something. The commission of Las Vegas didn't approve him to fight again. His license, I believe, but sad that we can't get him and Chandler yet. I think we might have to wait till like Christmas time or whatever. I still low-key believe that Israel won that round though, but if they want to say that Strickland won by a little bit, that's whatever. But yeah, I'm still upset. Him and Chandler really didn't fight. I was looking forward to that fight though, and I'm still looking forward to that fight though. But when will it happen? Yeah, looking forward to putting it by December. But McGregor's fight plan is either to fight him, after him, fight Gaethje for the BMF title, which could be interesting considering I do definitely believe that Conor McGregor, I believe, has a right to that title as well. But we'll see what happens. And I think he says he wants to do the Nate Diaz, the Nate Diaz trilogy, which that feud was a very good feud for a while. Definitely one of Conor McGregor's first and most popular feuds, I think, him and Nate Diaz for sure. Which could be good. He fought Jake Paul, which I don't know. I thought I was gonna be interested in watching that fight, but honestly, I didn't. And to be honest, I kind of knew low-key, though, that Jake Paul would kind of win. Because I felt like, with Nate Diaz, he just really didn't care if it was a boxing match. But the funny thing is that he had him in a headlock for a moment. But honestly, I thought that Nate Diaz really didn't care that if it was a boxing match. But he's not a boxer. He's a UFC fighter. He's a mixed martial artist. So I don't know why UFC fighters were still doing this. But honestly, it's ridiculous at this point to have them come to boxing. Why fall for the trap of Jake Paul? You know what I mean, though? And Jake Paul's honestly proving them wrong. That, he's humiliating them at this point. So why continue? Another press conference that I'm honestly looking forward to. I did not expect this wildness in a press conference in a very long time. Logan Paul will be fighting Dylan Darius. Dylan Darius. Hopefully I got it right. Anyway. So he's fighting Dylan, the coach and friend of Conor McGregor. Oh my gosh. The coach and friend of Conor McGregor. Dude is personal. Got into, girlfriend drama and everything. Because I believe that was Dylan's girlfriend at the time. And I guess Logan Paul took her. Either that or I believe Jake took his girlfriend or whatever. But, this feud has gotten personal and it's going to be very interesting though. But yet, I still don't understand why mixed martial artists are still falling for the trap of these YouTubers, honestly. But the KSI fight, that is a real boxing fight because he's fighting Tommy Fury, a real boxer and professional boxer, as a matter of fact. But I gotta love John Fury, though. After that fight, he just wrecked, the whole press conference. That press conference is probably one of the most heated press conferences I've seen in a very, very long time. If this is what it takes for boxing to be relevant, these YouTubers, not even boxers, but YouTubers, to bring boxing back to life, I am down for it. Logan Paul has proved that he can be a great wrestler and a good boxer. And same with KSI. I've been hearing that KSI is a good boxer, and I did see his last knockout. He really did knock the guy out. Jesus. But I felt that I don't think his fights haven't last long. So see if he can win or knock a real boxer out though. But he is fighting Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury did beat Jake Paul. But I feel like with that fight, Jake Paul has earned Tommy Fury's respect. Sure, he showed that he can be a boxer and stand in the ring with a real professional boxer. As for KSI, this is his test to see if he can be not just another YouTuber just trying to get attention. We will see if can be a real boxer and can prove that he belongs in the boxing sport. So we'll see sooner or later. My predictions for that fight, honestly very unexpected though. But if I would have to choose, I would probably say, I'm gonna pick only one. So I'm gonna say, oh my God, he did the Malachi Black, and that's over. Jesus, what a knockout! It looks like Israel Adesanya. Looks like he will be retaining the title. Will he retain the middleweight championship of the world against Strickland? The third round knockout. My goodness, what a fight this was. This was honestly a good fight. Even though we're not actually seeing the real life fight yet, we'll see what it might look like. So, yeah, my goodness. What a fight, though. But yeah, UFC 293 reviews. I believe that these are my picks to win the fights. Ty Mr. Shoot himself will win his rebound match against Alexander. Israel will still be, still middleweight champion of the world. And this is going to be an interesting show for sure. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Anything in the sport can happen, as anyone says. Mostly Dana White said that. Anything can happen in this sport. Ooh, the shock of the century happened. With Sean Strickland to become middleweight champion? Will Israel Adesanya still become champion once more? Will he still become the king? No, the Lord. I personally believe he is the Lord of the middleweights. And will Ty, aka Mr. Shui, rebound after a big loss and be a contender for the heavyweight title, or will he still be on a losing streak and Alexander gets his shot at a world title sooner or later? Let's watch this final KO review one last time. Just what a brutal knockout. Damn. Just brutal. My goodness. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you sooner or later for some more reviews. Hopefully, I will catch up. I will try to be more consistent with this. And I will try to also be more consistent with a few of the other reviews, though. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you soon.